and welcome to Logan Sounds Off, where I talk about books, music, and a whole lot more. I'm your host, Logan Kelly. Hello everyone, welcome back to Logan Sounds Off. Today I'm going to be doing another album review, and like many others, I've got exposed to this band through the radio and I've been discovering a lot of their music. This is Eels, and this album's called End Times. I wasn't familiar with it until Gilded ALM sent it to me, so thank you so much, Gilded ALM. You can check out their website down below, and also my video where I showed everything that I got from Gilded ALM, and also check through some of my past album reviews, because I have reviewed some other albums that they sent me. But this one is called End Times, as I said there. I'm just going to take it out of the sleeve because I want to... This album is very different, and it's actually presented in a great form. It's like a double album, except it only has actually one record in it. It has all the lyrics in and a really cool picture of E with his guitar. A lot of the artwork, sorry, I tapped that off the microphone. A lot of the artwork actually in this album, I will say, does contribute to the actual whole style of the album. I love the album cover for this, and especially on the back as well. It gives you a really cool, nearly look at what the album might be about. I'm not that familiar with what this is about, but when I first listened to this, it really struck a chord with me, and I'm now a massive fan. So I'm going to start tell you guys a little bit about it. First of all, it was released in 2010, and it has 14 tracks on it. The label is, I'm not sure, is it PS or PIAS, and also eWorks worked to bring this album to us, which is brilliant. And on side A, the first track is called Beginning. This is a very soft song actually, and it's one of my favourites on the whole entire record, even though it's nearly like an introduction. This is a sad yet brilliant introduction to side A. And the album in general, it's an amazing track, and it's not like I'd say the headlining track on the album, but it is very good. And then you have Gone Man, which follows the beginning in a very weird fashion, because the beginning's nearly a melancholy retrospective song, whereas Gone Man is very much fun, beat filled. The beat in this is really just, it's 4/4 time, so it's definitely a toe tapper, and it's very soft, nearly on the ears, you could say. It's a very cool song in that way, and just everything in between. It's a really lovely, really good song. I couldn't say lovely because it's a lot more hardcore than the beginning. The beginning's lovely, but Gone Man's a bit more hardcore. This is really cool guitar in this as well. And then you have In My Younger Days, and then you have The Mansions of Los Felix. So I'm not going to be talking about all the songs in this record because there are a lot, so I might skip a couple, but I do want to highlight the ones that I enjoy. First of all, being Mansions of Los Felix. So I love the dual tone vocals in this. Dual tone, I'd say that nearly doubled vocals. I really like that, and I've been listening to a lot of Elliott Smith recently. If you haven't listened to his music, definitely check it out. I would recommend listening to the album either or. You can find it on Bandcamp or Spotify, and I'm not sure if it's on Apple Music, but have a look. But he does a lot of doubled vocals and also double-tracked guitars. John Lennon did that a lot because he felt that he wasn't a very good singer. Nearly overly self-conscious John Lennon wasn't that nearly that way, because obviously he was an incredible singer. Kurt Cobain also did, especially on songs like Something in the Way. If you listen to the chorus, and Smells Like Teen Spirit, the chorus actually as well. You can watch a lot of videos on YouTube where Butch Vig actually explains how he might sing really high on one track and really low on another track, tone-wise, in a lower octave, higher octave, that way. But I think that's really cool. Might just be the sound for me. I know if you don't know, and if you're not following me, and if this is the first video you've watched of mine, you might not know that I actually got a new record player system. And with that, it comes with speakers which can connect to my laptop, which is great, because I've been listening to a couple of tracks then on my laptop, as well as obviously my own collection of records. But listening to a lot of these kind of sounds, especially on vinyl, it's incredible. It's a great sound, actually, the way it sounds. So I really like that. And the relaxing acoustic guitar in this is great. I love acoustic guitar. I think it's a great instrument. And I will say that my last album review that I did, I.O., the Brightside mix, had lovely guitar in this, and in that. But it wasn't the full track, and it was like this track as well. It wasn't the full track that it was taking over nearly. It wasn't a backing track either. It was a very important component that contributed to the sound very well, and that's where production elements come in, where you're kind of like, whoa, this is made really well. So I would recommend listening to that track, Mansions of Los Felix. Then you have A Line in the Dirt. I love the piano in this, and again, like the acoustic guitar, I love a grand piano. I love the sound, especially on a lower octave, but it's really kind of chilled out, mellowed, and when the swing comes in, it's brilliant. See, I am a very simple person when it comes to some music, and I love swing. That's why I love a lot of older music. I was listening to a Status Quo single that I got off my granddad. Very old. And great track. Accident Prone, that's what it's called. But that had a great swing. And although it was predictable, because at the time in the 70s, obviously this was released in 2010, like 40 years later than that whole sound, swing is still a big important part. I'm not saying this song was predictable, it completely wasn't, but back then it was a lot harder to nearly manufacture, produce, whatever you want to say there, a track that has a great, unique, just lovely feel. And then you had End Times, and this title track was very chilled out, and it finished off the side perfectly, so it was great. Now, side B, completely different record. Nearly like Hounds of Love by Kate Bush. I actually watched a documentary on her, and I just love Kate Bush. Her music is great. I love her latest album, 50 Words for Snow, and I did a review on The Kick Inside. I'm not sure how many years ago it was. I don't know if it's 1 or 3. Check it out on my podcast and on my YouTube. But this is the thing about it, is that Kate Bush made this album, Hounds of Love. A lot of you are familiar with it. Now, what happened was, one side was very kind of upbeat, the next side very melancholy, creepy, eerie, kind of, it's hard to explain. So I think that's really what this is like here, except it's not eerie, not obviously. If you haven't listened to the album, it's just a different feel. So Apple Trees, and all this track is a dialogue about a guy talking about a ton of trees. It's kind of an introduction thing. Okay, then you have Paradise Blues. This is kind of a bluesy country vibe, which I really love. I love blues and I love country music. Country music is up and coming at the moment. I was watching a video about somebody actually saying that country and rock is coming along a lot in the scene, and hip-hop is decreasing with people listening to it. So that's very interesting, and I'm going to keep observing that kind of to see what happens. But it's a brilliant track, Paradise Blues. And then you have Nowadays, and this song is melancholy, but I like it because of its relaxing harmonics. Then you have Unhinged, rhythmic electric guitar that itself But it is really, really cool actually. I like Unhinged. Really soft track. It's these tones in it. I'm not saying it's soft as in the content or something. It's just, it's not hard on the ears to listen to. It's something that you can listen to any time. And then you have High and Lonesome. This was another dialogue, so I'm just going to move on from that. I Need a Mother. This is some sad piano kind of tracks in it, but it's okay. Not a favourite though. Not a favourite. Then Little Bird. And this was my favourite song because of its nice tones and guitars. And, fun fact, there is actually another Eels song that is about birds, and it's called I Like Birds. That's all it's called, by Eels, and it's on the album Daisies of the Galaxy or For the Galaxy, I'm not sure, but just search up I Like Birds by Eels. It is a fantastic track. It's really easy on guitar. I'm not going to say the chords now in case I don't want to waste anybody's time who doesn't play guitar, but definitely check it out on wherever you get your guitar chords. And then you have On My Feet, and this finishes off the story of End Times. So what do I think? Definitely a fantastic album. I really like it. I'll give it that. There are some songs that I'm not too big of. A big fan of. I do like this album though because of how nice and simple and well presented it was made. It is lovely, and I know that's not everything. I am very much a person, if something's shiny or looks good to me, I like it. It's weird. But it's the music on this album that's just incredible. I would recommend to listen to more Eels if you haven't already. Even slipping it back into my sleeve right now, I know that I'm going to have this out soon. So I'm going to rate this a solid 4 to 5 stars. It's not 4.5, it's not really 4, it's not really 5. It's just, if you think about it being 0 to 1 star bad, 1 to 2 star little bit less than okay, 2 to 3 stars okay, 3 to 4 stars good, 4 to 5 stars very good. It's very good, okay? Definitely have a listen, and have a listen to Eels. He has a new album out, so definitely check that out as well. And also he has some other fantastic albums out, such as, I think it's Earth to Dora is one of the albums as well. Just really great music. So it's great to have this on vinyl. Again, thank you so much to Gilded ALM for sending this to me. Make sure to check out their website in the link below, and also their Spotify link where they put up playlists of all the music that they represent. Really great PR company. So thank you so much, Gilded ALM. And thank you so much to you, the listener, or if you're on YouTube, the viewer, for watching my album review of Eels. Just any support is really helpful. Likes, shares, retweets, anything. Just, if you like music and you like books and you'd love to support the channel, make sure to subscribe. But if you're not into it, that's great. Thank you so much for watching anyway. Have a lovely day. I hope you enjoyed listening to this episode of Logan Sounds Off. You can follow me on X, Facebook and Instagram at Logan Sounds Off. And don't forget to subscribe and not miss any more cool episodes. Bye guys!